What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And today is actually a very special day. As you all know, today is officially Batman Day. So for those of you who are fans of the Caped Crusader, make sure you display on your social media all your wonderful collections, all those nice custom jobs, and those rare pieces. I also want to remind you to look up to the sky this evening, as people around the world are going to be shining their bat signals really high in the sky, letting those criminals and unsavory characters know that the Batman is on the prowl. Who would have thought 80 years ago, when this character first leaped off the pages of Detective Comics, that he would be such an influential and enduring character in pop culture? It just goes to show you that men come and go, but an idea and a symbol last forever. Well, after all that praise, I really don't think I have to introduce this character. Today we're going to be reviewing Diamond Select Toys' version of Batman, the DC Comics statue. Let's take a closer look. Now immediately, one of the reasons I like this Batman is because it is influenced by several versions. I definitely see a little bit of influence from the Arkham games, a little bit of Hush, and a little bit of the classic 1970s version, which is really nice. Now, the cowl here is really wonderful. I love the blue tint, the creases in the brow are great, and those whited out eyes are nice. The point of contention here was a little bit in the teeth, a little bit separated, and they look like he's been bleeding, but overall it's a pretty good job. It does bother a little bit, but it's nothing that will break the piece. It looks pretty good overall. Now, despite the fact that this Batman looks like he needs a little bit of bonding work, where this piece really shines is definitely in the midsection. Just take a look at how gorgeous that sculpt is. The musculature is incredible. You see all the fibers and the muscles. I especially love the bat symbol here, and if you'll notice, the suit is actually textured, something that we see very similar to the Arkham games. Look at the abdominal muscles. I mean, this is just an incredible sculpt, guys. I absolutely love the creases, particularly where you see the deltoid meet the bicep muscle, and look at those abs, guys. That is freaking awesome. This is just remarkably done. Now, the lower section of this piece is equally impressive. What I really like is the overall color palette of the statue. I love those muted colors, particularly in the utility belt. The gray offset against that dull blue looks fantastic. You also see the wonderful sculpt in the quad muscles, which are really incredible, guys. The briefs are done well. Look at the sculpt in the boots. Those creases are awesome. The stance is fantastic. And he looks like he's leaping out at you, guys. This is really well done. Nice sense of 3-dimension here. It is really remarkable. Now, you really do want to mirror this piece for several reasons, because there is an incredible amount of detail, and the way that he's holding the cape really accentuates that. The cowl on the reverse side looks fantastic. Just take a look at the detail in the sculpt of the cape. Guys, this is truly remarkable. I mean, it looks like it's moving forward and yet moving reverse at the same time. There's some nice kind of dulling and shading at the bottom. It looks like it's very worn and tattered. It's also very textured, if you'll notice. This is an overall well done job, guys. Definitely mirror this one. Now, yes, of course, Batman standing atop of a gargoyle is a little bit cliche and overdone. But in this case, it's actually pretty well done. I think it's a reimagining, mostly because it's not a complete gargoyle. It's more like the head and his feet sticking out. Nevertheless, it's done very well. I like that there's a grate there as well. There's some nice oxidation on this. It really separates the statue into two pieces, making it really accentuate the foreground of the face of the gargoyle, and it is very detailed. Overall, a little bit cliche, but it does go very well with this piece. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't get my holy grail seal of approval, mostly because of those teeth. There's a little bit of touch-up work that you have to do to make it look somewhat normal, but nevertheless, this does get my second highest rating. It is a must-own if you are a Batman fan. This is a very unique statue in that it doesn't belong to any one version of Batman. It's kind of an amalgamation of several Batmans, which is pretty cool. Also, for what this piece is, they're practically giving it away at this price point. Now, before I go, I just want to thank F&B Collectibles Incorporated for sponsoring today's review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Diamond Select Toys' version of Batman, the DC Comics statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.